You have to melt your soap base like this. Whatever soap base you're using, make sure you melt it this way. Keep watching.
Today we're actually going to be making soap, turmeric and goat milk powder soap. And I'm going to make this soap out of Dove. I don't know if you've ever used this before, but I'm going to make this out of Dove bar soap. So I'm not going to normally really use the Grapeseed transparent bar soap. I'm going to use Dove bar soap and a little bit of this kojic acid soap. So I'm going to combine both of them together, okay? So take a look, just follow and just keep going, and we'll see the magic that is going to come out of these two products, okay? So let's go. So before making your soap, you're actually going to need your oils. So I'm going to use papaya oil. I don't know if you know this papaya oil. I'm going to go ahead to use my grapeseed oil, okay? I'm going to use grapeseed oil. So because Dove's bar soap is really so dry, I really want to make sure that it's moisturized, okay? So please pay note. And this is my turmeric. This is actually my turmeric powder. And also, what do we have here? And I'm gonna be adding just a little bit of licorice powder here. Do you see this? And also, and also I'm gonna add of course, this is our goat milk powder here. So you're gonna be seeing this, but before we go ahead to do the magic, we'll first of all melt everything down. Okay, let's go ahead and melt everything. And before melting, I don't want to microwave it. I just want to use the double boiling method. Okay, so I'm gonna put this far away. So we're gonna melt the soap first, and yeah, so I'm not gonna be using the microwave to melt this soap. I'll just go ahead and use the double boiling method.
Before we go ahead,
so we're gonna double boil it.
Boiling method of our soap, we'll go ahead to cut it up into different slices. Okay, you have to chop it up into small cubes. It's not easy to chop up Dove soap because it's super hard. I don't know if it's because it's winter and it's under the cold, I don't know, but then this soap was super hard to cut, so you have to do it this way. If you have more than one, I mean, no matter the size or the quantity you're using, make sure you cut it up. So I went ahead to add this other turmeric soap. Yeah, I just added it just to fancy, but if you don't want to add, that's up to you. Okay, I just wanted a mixture of two different soaps combined together to see how it turns out to be, considering that it's something that I want to use myself. Yeah, it's not for sale, it's just something I want to use myself. And yeah, so I can do whatever I want to, as long as it's great and it's healthy for my skin, then so be it. So we do it this way, and so I'm done cutting it, and so we will go ahead to do our double boiling method. Okay, so at this point I had to switch in to put it in something transparent so you all could see and feel every part of it. So this is it, you know, it's really like boiling and it's trying to pop out, you know, but then we keep stirring. Make sure you keep stirring, just like you see me doing right here. Keep going, do not stop stirring. And at this point I had to start preparing goat milk and also with some turmeric. So trust me, you have to prepare your powders and set them aside, put them and mix them in oil, just like you see me doing, so that things are going to be easy for you. Remember, it's turmeric and goat milk soap, so everything has to be combined together. You need to combine everything together, and that's the combo. And I had to put in my turmeric, I had to put in my goat milk powder as well. I had to put in my oil. You can use any oil, you can use grapeseed oil, you can use any carrier oil of your choice. Okay, you can use jojoba oil, you can go ahead and use any oil that you feel like using. Okay, but I went ahead to use this one. You can even use rosemary oil, that's up to you, but then Jojoba oil is good for soap, grapeseed oil is good for soap as well, so please don't miss that out. Okay, so went ahead and added my oil, just measured it and added it. Okay, you don't want to add so much oil again because the soap base contains that. Remember, these are two different soaps combined together, so they already have properties, or they already have products in it, they already have some oil in it, so you don't have to really stress so much. And so I went ahead and added papaya oil. So these are just optional. Okay, it's optional. I went ahead and added papaya oil. That's optional for you. If you want to, you can add. If you don't have, that's super okay. Everything will be fine. Okay, so I went ahead to add them. Make sure your measurement is accurate. Be sure that your measurement is accurate, please. You don't want to put too much or too less. Just make sure that everything is being accurate. And as you see me doing it right here, I was kind of live, so I had to attain to both parties. And so this is how I boiled oil. Okay, I just had to like double boil it a little bit, and so just to make everything relax, because this is winter and it's super cold. I didn't want to stress so much, so I had to boil it a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, not too much. So you know how it goes. You don't want to work with tight oils. Okay, you have to make sure that everything circulates well, and so that you don't have to stress so much when you're pouring everything into your soap. So that's me stirring and stirring, and I kept going. So it's okay now. You need to use a little whisk if you have, but if you do not have, just stir it with your spatula. That will do. That will actually do. And make sure your consistency is smooth enough so you can easily pour it into the soap without any objections, please. If you don't mix it properly, you're not going to have a great consistency, and it's going to cause you bumps on any other obstruction when you are stirring the soap properly. So please make sure your consistency is really smooth at this point, so you don't have to stress over nothing. Okay, so please keep watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please go ahead, subscribe, like, and share with your friends. So our soap is ready, and I just had to pour in everything. You can see me pouring everything, my goat milk and my turmeric. Okay, so we know that sometimes turmeric will always overshadow, considering that, yeah. So that's how it is, and all left for me is to pour it into my soap mold. This is my soap mold right here. Please make sure you're using a great soap mold. Mine was a little small for this, but then yeah, so just have to pour it into your soap mold very quickly before it solidifies. This is winter. I was like rushing. I was rushing to make sure that this doesn't solidify, but then what can we do? So that's me pouring everything in there. And make sure you're very quick if you are in Europe or where you have winter. But if it was summer, it shouldn't have been a problem. Right now, you have to be really quick so that your soap do not solidify when you're not done. Okay, so just do it like this, and at the end, this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. So I'm just gonna scrape it when it's dry. I'm gonna scrape it out if I want, but if I don't want, I'll just let it be like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. See you in my next video. I'll be back soon.